And we're back for another episode. In this episode, I'm actually going to be showing you how I go after Master Demateria and Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs. So I am joined by Jaiyue Honeyjade. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And also hello from Mithrie as always. So what I've basically spent the whole day doing is crafting these spicy tomato relishes. And the reason I've been doing that is because I want to be able to buy and then desynthesize these items from Talon called the Artisan Spectacles. Because they're item level 70 and because they are crafting items, then they will have a chance of wielding Master Demateria and Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs. Now this idea, I actually saw it on X-10's channel, who is one of my subscribers. I'm also one of his. His channel, Final Fantasy channel, is probably 6 times bigger than mine. So if you haven't checked him out already, please do. His channel is absolutely awesome. So I've been following his advice in order to do this. So you can only hold one of these Artisan Spectacles at a time. I'm wearing some right now. And in order to actually desynthesize them, you need to be about 77 plus at Goldsmith Desynthesis. Anything less and then the chances of it exploding will be too high. Even at level 80 is there is a chance that some of these will explode. So I have 15 chances to get my hands on some Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs. I mean, have you been looking at Desynthesis at all, Jade?
Sadly,
No, fair enough. So, I just repaired all of my own gear because it's one of the perks. Another thing, I mean, I've been trying to say to people since the game launched of how much value doing your own crafting has in this game. It's so rewarding, it's very fun. They've made a mini game out of it when you've seen how getting towards high quality works. And also, I can't even calculate how much money I've saved being able to repair my own gear and craft my own stuff. So yeah, so anyway, so let's try the first one. So what I'm going to do is selecting these, Desynthesis. I've got a 70% chance for it to succeed because I'm skill level 80. So Desynthesis, yeah, so let's pray. Okay, so all I got was a Rose Gold Nugget, which is not worth much. But you see, when you desynthesize an item, you get increases in skill, as I showed in another video. I'll try and link into the description as well, the original desynthesis video. So I've got 0.16 increase, so now I'm 80.46. So every time I succeed, the level will go up, which will make the chance of then succeeding even more, even higher. So now I need to talk to Talon. And like I said, I've got 15 chances for this, so that's why I really went out of my way this time. Usually I only come here with like 10 or 20 of these, but I really went out of my way to craft as many as possible. Okay, and because they're unique, I have to every time keep doing it. So let's see, desynthesize, let's do it again. Okay, so Rose Gold Ingot, that's worth like, I don't know, 60k or something, so that'll do. Now on Saga Tarnis, the Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs are actually worth something like 440k or something like that. And the Master Dematerias are worth maybe, it fluctuates between something like 150 to 300k, depending on how many are available.
a lot.
Yeah, tell me about it. So, but I can sort of understand why, because the amount of time you need to make these relishes and so on, it is just a pain. And what you can do as well, this sort of level range, you can start desynthesizing the item level 90 crafted items, but that is incredibly expensive to do, so. Wow.
No.
So it just blew up, so that's 10 down the drain, never mind. On the cost on average per 10 is about 15k gil for me to make, which is not that bad really, considering that 15k could potentially turn into like 400, you know. So it's almost like a slot. It's like a slot machine. It's like you know, you put in 15k, you have a chance of getting 0 or 5k. I mean, these are the options. You either get 0 if it blows up, You get Rose Gold Nugget, which is worth like, I don't know, 3k, so you can get 3k. Get the Ingot, which is worth like 60k. Or you can get the Fieldcraft Demateria III, which is like 400k. So there's actually more ways of gaining money than actually losing it. So that's what makes this a really good thing to do. So again, desynthesize.
Well, I'm gonna change my classes and go for Black Mage.
There you go. So there's one Fieldcraft Demateria III. So
Hey.
that just like that, I've gained 440k.
Cool.
So let me see if I can get some more from these 15 tries. The good thing as well, when you're crafting the Spicy Tomato Relish, if you have all high quality materials, it doesn't matter about the cinnamon, but if you have all the others as high quality materials, you can use the 2-star rotation, which I covered in a previous video, and that will still get you 100% high quality, which makes it a lot quicker to craft.
Oh.
I have to be very careful when I desynthesize these to make sure I don't desynthesize one of the other items by mistake. Okay, Rose Gold Nugget, so whatever. Let's try again. But because I've had one Fieldcraft Demateria III and it's worth 400k, it's already worth it. So all of this crafting I've done, I've already made a profit. So any more is just a bonus at this point. So it took me, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours to craft the 150 that I made, but it's worth it. I mean, that's how crafting becomes at the top end. It's like you might spend a few hours crafting, but that few hours of crafting might potentially make you millions of gil, which, you know, it can keep you going definitely. Okay, so now that I've hit Desynthesis level 81, my success rate has increased to 71.5%. So the higher the level goes, the more your success rate becomes.
And it's kind of worth it in the end if you can get certain items as well. So
Yeah, there you go, Master Demateria.
Hey!
Yeah, so that's a nice item to have. Now the thing is as well, is that you actually do need these items, these Master Demateria and Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs, in order to buy your 2.3 weapons. But you need you need 3 Master Dematerias and 10 Fieldcraft Dematerias per class, which means that you would need 24 Master Dematerias and like 80 Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs in order to get all of the 2.3 crafting tools. But for me, you know, my experience with MMOs and so on, because these are currently worth so much money, I would rather sell it and have the guild, because later on you can be sure that they will add easier ways of obtaining these items. They just will. That is just a matter of time. They always do. So I would rather sell this now for 440k and upgrade the tool later when it's worthless than just use the tool now when it's worth so much money. You know, it's because the guild will last you for years. The tools will not, because even if I get the 2.3 tool, eventually they will add a tool after that. So, you know, and with the craft stats that I have with 391 craftsmanship and 375 control, I can already make every recipe in the game. So I don't have a need right now to get the 2.3 tools, if that makes sense. And would you agree with that? That Gil lasts longer than everything else? That one blew up, never mind.
Depends on the player, really.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to get them all, sure, but it's just... the thing is, if to put it in perspective, if you get 80 of these Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs, and they're worth, let's say, 400k each, 80, according to the calculator, quickly type, 80 times 400k means 32 million gil. So the question is, very quickly, would I rather have 32 million gil or some upgraded tools?
Gil.
What would you rather have?
The Gil, I would say, because that'll help me a long ways, I think. So.
Yeah, there you go, another Master Demateria.
Yay!
So let's see. How many more tries? I've got 8 more tries for this, so it means I can desynthesize the next 7, and then I'll keep the 8th, just because I need 1 at least.
But yeah, with your question, I would say the Gil, because it would take me much more furthers with like a certain few things and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, Plus, I can be quite a big spender as well, so at times.
Yeah. I mean, because sometimes it is worth just having extra gold to collect things like minions and, you know, just random collector items while they're still there. Because later on, some of these collector items might disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see Artisan Spectacles again. And in theory, if you do spend the time to keep crafting these relishes, I mean, the items you need to make the relish are things like Dazzamel tomatoes and table salt and and dark vinegar, which are made from noble grapes, and they are always available. So there's nothing to stop me doing this forever. You know, there's nothing to stop me doing like 15 or 20 of these desynths every day if I like. So if anything, it's actually it's more luck based, but then so is spirit bonding. You know, spirit bonding, I could spend 2-3 hours. Oh, there you go, another Fieldcraft Demateria III. So that's not bad so far. So that's sort of 2 Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs and 2 Master Dematerias, just like that. From how many tries? From like 9 tries. So that's a really good turnaround. So that's like 4 out of 9.
Yeah. Thumbs up for that as well.
Yeah, 2 blew up, but whatever. That's just because I'm still leveling. So this is also part of the leveling process. When you get so high up for a desynth, you need to start doing item level 70, item level 80 plus items in order to get to the 100.
That must be like really hard.
Yeah.
Sounds it to me.
Okay. Another Master Demateria.
Oh, nice!
So that's like just those 5 items. That's what, like 1.5 million gil, which is more gil than some people have seen since the game launched.
That is a lot.
Yeah. So I just need to keep my eye on how many more relishes I have, just to make sure that I can still have spectacles when I'm done, because I need them. I need the stats on them to actually do my crafting. So let's see here, desynthesize, and I'm almost 82 desynthesis as well. And another Rose Gold Ingot, so that's like another 60k, that's not so bad. So always I would say with crafting, as long as you have more money than when you started, then it was worth doing.
For changing the subject, but I just want to get your opinion. What do you think of my outfit?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, can you actually dye it other colours as well?
Yeah, you can dye the coat and boots to any colour you like.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I like to keep it this colour because blue is obviously my favourite colour. So
Yeah.
I'm sticking to the blue. Oh dear.
Oh well. Never mind. It's gonna happen. I mean, it's like you can't. If it was all good, then everyone would be doing this, and then Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs would be worth like 5 gil.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be nice. It would make getting the 2.3 tools easier, but you know, people have to go and make the money somewhere.
Yep.
So there has to be risk involved. Okay, so again, desynthesis. I think I've got two more tries. Okay, another ingot. That's another 60k. Now, one thing I would recommend as well, if you have a botanist leveled up to something like 25, 30 plus, then gather the noble grapes you need yourself and make the dark vinegars yourself with your culinarian, because otherwise you're going to be losing so much money on the market board to buy high quality dark vinegars, which is just unnecessary. You can farm them so fast and craft them so quickly, and obviously to make spicy tomato relish you will be within range to get guaranteed high qualities on items like dark vinegars, so just save yourself the money. And the same thing with the table salts. Like the table salt is the first level 1 recipe of cooking, and it can be crafted for 6 gil per craft. So there's no point to ever buy table salt from anywhere, because you can craft them for pretty much nothing. Because on this server, high quality table salts sell for more than 200 gil, and I have no idea why.
Oh.
Okay, rose gold nugget. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for this session of tries. So from 15 tries, I got... So I'm going to just buy the spectacles again, so I actually have them to actually wear. Okay, so from 15 tries, I got 3 Master Dematerias and 2 Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs. If I quickly show again on this guy on Talon, if you select more items, Disciples of Hand, then you can see these are the upgraded tools. So for example, for Goldsmith, I can get the Uria Supra, and to do that I need the original reward, which you get from finishing the level 50 Goldsmith quest, 3 Master Demateria IIIs, and 5 of these calibrated Rose Gold cogs. Now to make the Rose Gold cogs, I need... let me quickly see... Okay, so I need 2 Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs, which I did pick up. I need a Rose Gold cog, which you can make just really easily. And also as well... and it only has to be normal quality as well. And you need to be at the required stats, which is 391 craftsmanship, 374 control. So, and the reason I said you need 10 Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs is because you need to make 5. So I need to make 5 of these calibrated Rose Gold cogs, and it takes 2 Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs each, which means 10. 5 times 2, 10. So per craft, if I want to get these upgraded tools, I'll need 10. And at the moment, they are, like I said, they're not worth the gil, because all it will give me is an increase of, let's see, 10 craftsmanship and 4 control, or 5 control. And if I was really determined to get that extra stats, I would just put them on my offhand weapon, because if you look at my offhand tool, this militia grinding wheel, I've only melded 2 materia on there, so I've got 3 more materia slots available for melding, so I could easily get that extra gain on there if it was even needed. So like I say, it's worth just getting them and selling them, or crafting specialty items such as the Emperor's Throne. So if I was to show you that item, it's the Emperor's Throne. Now what the Emperor's Throne is basically the same throne that the last boss has got at the end of Sayaka's Tower. I will link it to the XIVDB link in the description as well. It's an absolutely amazing looking throne which you can put into any house or player room, and the reason they're so valuable is because you need this throne gem, which I just happen to have from Sayaka's Tower, but you also need these Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs as well. You need 3 of them in order to make it. So for that reason, just because of this, on my server, the Emperor's Throne is worth like 2-3 plus million gil. So I've shown basically how you can get your hands on these Fieldcraft Demateria IIIs. You just have to be patient with it and so on. So I do want to send out a very special thank you to Ash 10, and for posting the idea. He actually posted this idea like 3 weeks ago. So I looked at it and I was like, wow, that's really clever. And I did some research. I know as well that it was also circulating on Reddit that people were recommending to do it this way. It's the cheapest way to do it. So actually, if we quickly run to my retainer, and just for the sake of the viewers, I want to show what it's like being a 3-star crafter. So if I want to sell these items, now you see here all these items I have for sale, 400k, 400k, 400k. It's like, so a lot of these items, I'm selling the augmented items in order if you want to recolor your AF gear. So per craft, I'm making probably 100-200k profit. So when you're at the 3-star level, which I recommend really everyone works towards, then you start making so much money, it becomes almost, I don't want to say it's uncontrollable, but it's just wonderful. It's a real nice benefit to have. So if we look at here, okay, so if I list these Master Dematerias, 210k at the moment. So I'm going to list mine for say 209. I'll just undercut by 1k. And given that they only cost 15, well, it's 15k per 10 of those relishes, then that's like, you know, just one of these covers the cost of, let me calculate, like 12. Right, so almost one of these only almost covers the entire cost of the 15 chances, just one of these Master Dematerias, and I've got 3 of these. So let me sell again, 209k, 209, just make sure that they're listed for the right price, because the worst thing you can do is list these items cheaply by mistake. And then listing the Fieldcraft Demateria III's, well, there's one on there for 380k, but I think that's kind of... Oh no, that's the consistent price that they've been selling for. So I'm going to list mine for 379, just for the sake of it. Okay, 379,000 gil. Put for sale. Oh, this retainer's full. I'm selling too many valuable items. How dare I? So I'll just get rid of these iron plates. I don't really care about them. So again, 379,000. So you see, I mean, if you have an ambition of crafting, if you need motivation to keep it going, this should be motivation for you. Look at how many zeros are on my screen right now. You know, this is the sort of gil that you can make at the 3-star level. So yeah, so okay, that's it. So basically that's it. This is very big thank you to Ash. Please check out his channel. He covers a lot more Final Fantasy games than I do, and he's been doing it a lot longer than I have as well. He's a real hard-working YouTuber, he has been, and I admire that, which is why I subscribe to him, and he does comment on my videos as well, so I want to thank him very much for that. So yeah, so anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me. Goodbye from Mithrie, and goodbye from Honeyjade.
Guys!